and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. Great game in store for y'all, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Second down, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going. Here's Purdy. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 49ers first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, That's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. Oh, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Go! Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
It's kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Third and 5. Here's Stafford. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
First down, Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. To the air again, Stafford. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Stafford now. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense ready for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be rated out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a play on 4th and long. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll put Ayuk in motion. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Purdy on 1st down. He's got it at about the 8, and he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive...
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for 2 and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Here's Stafford now on second down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a third down and 4. Cup in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To return is Pearsall. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's second and 6.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Shut up. Go.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Third down coming up. They'll put Ayuk in motion. On third down, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's taken in, and he's going to have a Niners first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Ready. Ready.
Back to the air is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Here's first and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60
Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And the Niners have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here's Purdy again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second and goal. Back to the air again is Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete. On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Now a second down throw for Stafford. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, very good field position to... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
First and 10 for Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
To kick off for the 49ers.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Cup in motion. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Cup in motion. 1st down, Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Off play action. It's Stafford. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Stafford to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The 49ers offense ready to take over once again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the handoff, McCaffrey. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. Open man is Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On second down, a run with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10. Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up.
Shut up.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's got it at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready up!
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Second down, it's Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Stafford to throw it. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
A 52-yard attempt.
And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. And the Niners will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Man, Mike, I'll tell you, halfway there, I thought that ball was going to run out of steam. He ended up needing a little bit of help from that crossbar in the end, but he got it. When it's on target, you give yourself a chance, and boy, did he deliver.
Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.